In this video, we're going to talk about how to shorten your coaching sales cycle and enroll more right fit clients. After speaking with several coaches and after working with dozens of them, we have realized three common mistakes which all coaches are making that results in them having months worth of sales cycles and just dealing with prospects who ghost them, who get on a call with them, but they don't end up paying them. So here are three main reasons why this happens. And later on this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how you can shorten your coaching sales cycle and enroll more right fit clients. Anyways, if you want our help to build out the complete package and shorten your sales cycle for you, you can go to the description and book a quick discovery call with me and my business partner. Anyways, so the first main reason why you end up with months worth of sales cycle is because you don't have any authority. Let me explain. So, whenever you reach out to your prospects, whenever you get on a call with them, they have this one big issue, and that's they don't trust you. They don't know you exist. Now, why does that happen? It's because most of the coaches, most of the IT consultants, executive coaches, they're just busy posting thought leader content on LinkedIn. They post thought leadership content on LinkedIn. They post basic carousel posts on Instagram or LinkedIn. And you talk about what are the results you have achieved for your clients, and you just talk about basic updates that are happening in the industry. Now, while you are making several posts on LinkedIn and you are doing everything, that's amazing. But the problem is you still don't have the real authority you need to get people to pay you thousands of dollars, to get them to close on the first sales call they take with you. That's because you don't have the real authority. And that does not happen. That does not come from thought leadership content on LinkedIn and just posting carousel posts. You need a detailed video of you walking people through your process, a 15 to 20-minute YouTube video of you talking about the problems your ideal prospects are facing and what you do to fix them. Just take this video as an example. I'm talking about the problem which you guys are facing as a coach, and I'm giving you a solution as well at the end. This is exactly the type of content that gets you more sales calls booked and it gets you more people who convert into your clients. Now, the second most important reason why most coaches have to deal with months worth of sales cycle is because you don't have a mechanism of reaching out to your ideal prospects. Connecting on LinkedIn, sending connection notes, that does not work anymore in 2026. You need to know that. In 2026, you need to have a proper structured framework in order to stand out from all of your other competitors and in order to position your message in front of the people who would then pay you thousands of dollars. So sending basic connection requests, connecting with people on LinkedIn and expecting them to pay you $1,000, that no longer works in 2026. Even if you are using LinkedIn, you need to have a specialized way of operating on LinkedIn that has to deal with you posting actual authoritative content, reaching out to people by providing value to them, and you need to hit high volume, which is something you cannot do on LinkedIn alone. Now, the third most important mistake which I've seen most IT consultant, most executive coaches make is they just rely on referrals to get clients. They either rely on referrals, word of mouth. Let me draw them out for you. So they either rely on referrals, word of mouth, or most of the IT consultants out there, what they do is they rely on staffing agency to get them clients. A staffing agency. Now, the problem with working with a staffing agency or relying on referrals is they are very inconsistent and they take the biggest thing away from your business. That's your autonomy. Because when you work with a staffing agency, you have to follow their terms and conditions in order to serve the clients. You have to follow their working hours. That could be from 10 a.m. all the way to 3 p.m. EST, or you have to reply to their clients on time. You have to serve the clients exactly how they want you to serve them. So this takes away your complete autonomy away from your business. And remember, when you started your coaching business, it wasn't just to serve clients to get clients. It was to work under your own conditions, and you wanted to work the way you want to work, and you want to serve clients the way you want to serve clients. But working with a staffing agency or relying on someone else to get you clients, what that does is you have to follow their terms and conditions. You have to follow what they tell you. And so you end up leaving a 9 to 5 job only to end up working another 9 to 5, but this time you're working for yourself because you have staffing agency and they are directing you what you have to do in a particular day, what you have to follow, and you have to follow their rules and regulations. So this is why you cannot just rely on referrals, you cannot just rely on a staffing agency. You need to have your own mechanism of reaching out to clients, hitting high volume, and closing them. Now that I've walked you through the three biggest problems and the three big reasons why, as a coach or as a consultant, you have a long coaching sales cycle. Now I'm going to walk you through how exactly you can shorten your coaching sales cycle and enroll more right fit clients. Now, once again, if you want my help to build your authority on the internet, to put together the right fit mechanism for you so you can reach out to your ideal clients in high volume and close the deals and stop relying on referrals or staffing agencies to get you clients, you can go to the description right now and book a quick discovery call where we'll diagnose your existing problems and we'll come up with a solution, a custom solution for your business. Then it's just up to you whether you want to work with us or you can just walk away with a solution. No problem. So now that I talk about the problem, I'm going to talk about the solution. What's the solution? Because we already talked about the three big reasons why you aren't able to close clients within the first few calls on the same week, and you have to wait for months just to end up with clients who ghost you, people who don't pay after the call. They say, I'll think, I'll talk to my wife, I'll think about it, and then they just disappear. It's because you don't have authority, people don't trust you, you don't have a mechanism of reaching out to enough people who would give you a chance to pay you money, and you would be generating enough conversations with right fit people. And this is why you are to rely on referrals and staffing agencies who force you to work under their conditions. So the solution is you need to have eight. Let me just write it over here. So the first problem for fixing your authority, you need to have eight highly authoritative YouTube videos. YouTube is a severely underutilized mechanism that coaches aren't aware of. Most coaches think YouTube is just for entertainment. You just watch a few Mr. Beast videos, you watch a few shorts, and that's it. But no, that's the biggest misconception. Instead of focusing and putting all of your efforts on posting thought leadership content on LinkedIn, posting carousel posts talking about, please, if you want to work with me, you can schedule a call on LinkedIn. You need to instead divert your focus towards YouTube. And you cannot just post random videos. You need to post 8 highly authoritative YouTube videos. Now, these videos are highly detailed. Now, these videos are highly detailed videos. They talk about your process in detail, how you help people. You talk about the problems of your ideal prospects, your unique mechanism, how you solve problems. It should be a unique mechanism. For example, the 3 step process you deploy for CEOs to help them increase the productivity of their team. It could be anything. The 3 step hyper productive system. This is how you come up with mechanism. You need to have mechanism. You then need to talk about your solution at the end, and then you need to give a clear CTA. Like, if you think we are a good fit, or if you want our help solve this XYZ problem for your firm, you can click in the description, click on the link in the description, and book a discovery call. This is how you give a clear, solid CTA, which is really important. So, once you have YouTube videos that have all of these components, this is exactly how you build authority. Now, I'm sure you might be wondering, okay, I have posted YouTube videos in the past, but they didn't get any views. Or how am I supposed to position these YouTube videos in front of people? This is exactly what the part two of our mechanism, the part two of our solution solves. So, so for part two of our process, we position your YouTube videos organically in front of thousands of your ideal prospects every single day. I know this is something you haven't heard before, so give me a few seconds to explain you why. And this is exactly what has worked phenomenally well for our clients. So the first part of the process was scripting and building 8 highly authoritative YouTube videos that are edited, that build your organic funnel, that create awareness, that talk about the problems, that talk about the solutions, your unique mechanism, and exactly how you can work with your ideal prospects. So you have 8 highly authoritative YouTube videos that could be 15 minutes to 30 minutes long. And the second part is we position your YouTube videos organically in front of thousands of your ideal prospects. What we do is we do not run ads, because the problem with running ads is you have to invest thousands of dollars every single month. And right after you stop, then you won't get any calls booked. You have to once again start from scratch afterwards. This is why we don't just invest, we don't get you to spend thousands of dollars on YouTube ads, on meta ads, and waste thousands of dollars of your hard earned money. We instead position your YouTube videos, position your offer organically in front of thousands of your ideal prospects. Now you may be thinking, how do you do that? Well, it's quite simple. We send your ideal prospects email. Now, they aren't just any emails. We actually put together a highly targeted list of your ideal prospects. We use different tools for that. And after putting together an ideal list of your a list of your ideal prospects that could be 20,000, 30,000, 10,000, 15,000 of your ideal prospects, CEOs of big companies, people who have 50 to 100 employees, all of your ideal prospects who can pay you thousands of dollars every single month. We put together their list and then we send them these emails. So our goal is to start a conversation with them. So we don't talk about over the top money claims. We don't talk about any of the salesy gibberish you see online and the type of emails you get. These are highly selected videos, highly selected emails where we target your ideal prospects and we talk about your offer in a way that's completely not salesy and that gets them interest. So how we do that is we use case studies, your results. For example, hey John, hope everything's going well. I just wanted to talk about how one of our clients XYZ was able to get their firm to increase revenue by XYZ million dollars or XYZ dollars by simply deploying the three-step closing framework or the three-step executive framework, which I'm gonna talk about. Would you be interested in getting on a quick call so we can talk about how we can deploy the same process for your system, for your team, for your firm? And that's it. So after we send them this email and we get the conversation started from them, we get the replies from them. That's when we position your YouTube videos in front of them. So the goal of the email is not to get the sale, but to start a conversation between two people. So, for example, this is you, and this is your ideal client who is septic, and they are unsure of how they can solve their problems. So, we start a conversation between you and your ideal prospect. And the goal of our email is to simply start a conversation with them like, okay, I would like to solve this problem, and tell me what's the next step. So, after they get on a call with you, before they get on the call with you, this is where the magic happens. So, remember, we talked about building 8 highly authoritative YouTube videos. Now, this is when we're going to use them. So, after someone starts a conversation with you and they want to get on a call with you, and you decide a schedule, and then you send them the calendar invite, and everything is fixed, then during those 3 to 4 days while they're waiting, we position all of the YouTube videos that we scripted for you right in front of them. So this is what you can do for your business as well. So before people get on the call with you and you have the 3 to 4 days of the ideal prospect replying to your email, setting up a call, you then need to position your 8 highly authoritative YouTube videos in front of them during those 3 to 4 days. So it could be day one, for example, day one, you could show them the video one, video two, and you need to tell them, hey John, before we get on a call, I just wanted to make sure you see XYZ videos of ours. Hey John, before we get on a call, I just wanted to make sure you see this video that talks about XYZ problem your firm is likely facing, and this will help you come up with a solution. You see, you cannot just throw them your YouTube videos. You cannot just throw your YouTube video in front of them. You need to script them in a way, you need to position your videos in a way that directly solve the problems they're going through. That's when people are going to see your YouTube videos. So during those 3 to 4 days before they get on the call with you, your goal is to get them to see 2 to 3 highly authoritative videos of yours. And what this does is by the time your ideal clients get on a call with you, they know who you are, they trust you, they know about your process, and they are just in the state of shut up and take my money. I already know you, I already know your process. So you don't have to waste hours convincing people about your offer, hours talking about their problems, hours talking about why they should pay you. They would be already pre sold by the time they get on the call with you. This is the beauty of using YouTube videos to set up your authority and then positioning those YouTube videos in front of people using emails. This all of this is happening in the back end. People are being nurtured by your pre-call email sequences. We are positioning your offer in front of them, getting the first reply from them, getting the interest from them. And after they have agreed to get on a call with you, or even if they don't agree to get on a call with you, we then nurture them in the back end with your YouTube videos. And this is exactly what shortens your sales cycle significantly. Now, these were the two main steps. The third step is the type of sales script you follow. We're gonna what we do for our clients is we provide them custom sales script that helps them increase their close rates by 10 to 15% easily. And also the third really important step is After they get on a call with you once again hit them with more YouTube videos. So by the time they get on a call with you, they have already seen 2 to 3 YouTube videos. But after they get on a call with you, and during the time you schedule the second call with them, the second or third follow up call, you need to send them more of your YouTube videos. These could be case study videos, result videos. You need to make them imagine the results they could get by working with you. So you cannot just, this is why the YouTube content that you put out is really important. You cannot just post any type of YouTube content. They need to be highly edited, they need to be highly scripted, they need to be highly specific in a way that talk about the problems your clients are facing, the solutions you get, and the type of results you generate for them. You need to make them envision all of these things, these three things. Only then will they get on the following call with you. They will not ghost you, and they would be interested in paying you. So for our clients, we have seen people pay them within 1, 2, or 3 calls, and they don't have to wait for months just to convince the same person they got on a call with, hey, please pay me, or desperately follow up with them. You see, even when we are following up for our clients, we are following up with value. So the clients, whenever they send emails, whenever they send follow up messages, they aren't being desperate. They are instead providing value to their marketplace. This is exactly what your goal should be to reduce your sales cycle. You need to build trust easily. And that cannot happen in 2026 by just getting on one call or by just running a few Facebook ad campaigns where you're deploying thousands of dollars. You need to set up this entire system. Okay? So you can either do everything on your own. I've already walked you through the YouTube scripts, the structure of the YouTube scripts, and how you can position your YouTube videos in front of your ideal clients, in front of the ideal prospects, and how you can hit high volume. You can either do that on your own, or you can have me and my business partner build the entire system for you. Our team will build this entire system for you. We'll build your authority. We'll put out 8 highly authoritative YouTube videos for you. We'll position your videos in front of thousands of people. We'll make sure that the sales calls you take, the calls you take, are with qualified prospects. We're going to filter out the unqualified people, and we're only going to make sure you get on the call with qualified people who have seen your YouTube videos, who consume your content, who know you are, and they're just ready to pay you. So, if you want our help to deploy the system for you so you can shorten your B2B coaching sales cycle, click on the link in the description and you can book a quick consultation call. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.